Hey everybody, Raven here, and today I want to discuss with you the topic of whether or not local coin shops and bullion dealers are better than your online options such as Apmex, eBay, Etsy, what have you. And I'm going to talk about, both sides of the coin, of course, and say what I think my opinion is when dealing with both of these different type of entities. First of all, I want to talk about the difference in premiums that you can expect to see. The difference between a local coin shop and Apmex. As a lot of you know, if you've been watching the premiums with me in the series I've been running, the premiums on Apmex are pretty high, and a lot of people don't really dive into the math, to figure out what their premium is. And then if they don't buy enough silver or coinage at that point, they got to pay $10 in shipping, which actually really hikes up your cost per unit by quite a bit if you don't have the option or ability to afford that extra, money to get $100 purchase. And sometimes, depending on the silver situation, you'll see Apmex and other dealers hike that minimum up to $200. I've seen it go up to 250 or so before. So it just really depends on what's going on and the way Apmex handles things. So just off of the simple fact of the different, prices and premiums, that's one of the things that I think is interesting. With a local coin shop, for generic, normally you're looking about $2.50, maybe $3 an ounce of a spot, over spot. Foreign ounces, a little bit more, sometimes $4 to $5, maybe $5.50 at the very, 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 very most, but not usually. Usually you're about $4.50 for the foreign ounces, like Cougarans and whatnot. And Silver Eagles have been commanding a bit more in the local coin shops, but nothing like what you've seen on Apmex as of late. The Silver Eagles at the local coin shops are about 6 to 650 above spot, except for the 2021 Silver Eagles, which are brand new, and the dealers themselves, if they don't order enough, they can't get that special break that some other dealers that are bigger get. And to give you an idea, just to remind you what the spot prices on Apmex were like, it was literally the last time we did the premium over spot on August 28th, it was $5.68 per ounce above spot for generic silver. So that's, almost going to $6 plus the shipping if you have to, go that route. The foreigns were $6.83 per ounce, so almost $7. So there's a huge difference there. Then when you jump to the Silver Eagles, you might as well forget about it. The last time we did this, the random year Silver Eagle was a $12.45 premium above spot. And then the ASEs from 2021 were actually $13.49, but at the highest point which was just 4 days before that on August 20th, or actually 8 days on August 20th. Sorry about that. It was $15.54 for the premium. So that's a big, big difference. As far as just right off the bat, what kind of advantage that you see as far as going to a local coin shop or bullion dealer to get a decent deal for things above spot. And then also, depending on the relationship that you have developed with said coin dealer or bullion dealer, you might get lower prices than even what I quoted just now. Now, we also talked about no shipping, no waiting. You get to hold the item in your hands when we're talking about a local coin shop versus on eBay or Apmex and whatnot. You're at the mercy of having pictures, and there's tricks that people can do with pictures, especially with currency, that can make a really big difference on what a decision would be versus really seeing it in your hand and being able to touch it. There's a big thing to be said about being able to touch silver or currency or gold in your hand, again, versus seeing it in a picture because of those said tricks. Also, when you're buying from a local coin shop or local bullion dealer, you're supporting local businesses and communities and families and helping, the hobby to survive in that area. And I'm a huge proprietor of supporting, local businesses and, keeping the money within the town that or city that you live in because it makes a big difference, for tax purposes and whatnot. Not to say that Apmex doesn't provide jobs and whatnot for people as well. I can't take that away from them at all. But I think there's something special about going to a local coin shop or a local bullion dealer, and that's again because you get to develop the relationships with people there. If you have children, you bring your children with you, and it's a great way for your kids to learn about coins and how to negotiate, how to also develop relationships, what to look for in coins and bullion, because you can teach them all these great things, and get them hopefully started on their stack when they're really young. Um, then a lot of times when you need to sell your silver or your gold or your coins, Atmex and those other options do exist, but they're not a as quick a turnaround. Atmex has a good program for buyback, but I still think that they should offer a little bit more when I look at the amount of money that they're making in, for premiums on silver back. It just is, to me, quite a bit. But the advantage to the local coin shop or dealer is if you have a good relationship with them, they'll often give you a very fair deal and sometimes the best deal that you can get. And like I said, you don't have to wait and you don't have to go to a pawn shop, where pawn shops have been known to be notoriously, guilty of underpaying people. In my opinion, if you have a really good coin dealer or coin or bullion dealer and they're honest, they're always going to look out for your best interest. Now, granted, they still need to make a profit. No matter what, at the end of the day, you need to understand that you can't lowball them down to the most minute amount if you want to have a good relationship with them. If, they see that you're a long-term time customer and you sometimes become friends with these people, because you get to know them for so long. And if not, if you don't end up becoming really, really close, like buddies outside of their shop, at least when you come in, they know who you are, they know what to get you. And then, finally, people might say, well, what about the selection, Raven? You go on Apmex and they've got everything. Yes, Apmex does have a little bit of everything. But I find that their numismatic and currency options are really kind of on the higher end, a little bit more pricier than I think, personally that they should be at. And, that's another thing about helping these local coin shops and whatnot. You're saving money, but yet they're still able to make a living and, keep a really cool hobby alive. Now, some people are saying, well, what if I don't live, in a place where there's, coin dealers? Well, fortunately enough, if you're watching this video, there are a number of guys that are stand-up individuals on YouTube that are coin dealers, like Michael Kittle Rare Coins, Coin Crew. Keith is a coin dealer as well. There's also Coin Help You, and Plugmaster Ford, which was a guest on one of our shows. He's also a coin dealer that you could reach out to, certify, guys that are actually coin dealers that can get you really good deals, and you can develop that relationship as well, and they can help you a little bit more than what Apmex can. Now, Apmex does have customer service. You can kind of call in or whatnot, but it's still, you're not going to get the same personalized service that I think you would get even from a YouTube person, because those YouTuber guys also have bricks and mortar shops, most of them. Or if they don't have a bricks and mortar shop, they still have enough coins and coin knowledge to be a coin dealer. And not to say that somebody with, the amount of experience that I have, or other people like Rob Finds Treasure, or, other people that do auctions and stuff, that we don't have enough knowledge. We just don't call ourselves coin dealers per se. But, I think honestly, when it comes down to it, and I haven't really talked much about the Etsy side of this because that one's just outrageous. If you go to Littleton or Etsy or some of those other sites, the amount that they're asking for some coins is just so outrageous that's like they're literally trolling for somebody that has no idea what they're doing. And again, you're not going to get really any personalized help out there. So, long story short, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, your best option is truly to go with the local coin shop or bullion dealer for most of your stuff because you can still do special orders through them. They can get you something off of Apmex that you were looking for, or one of the other big bullion dealers like SD Bullion or Provident Metals or what have you. If you got to this point and you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscription button, tap that notification bell, bing, so you don't miss all the really cool upcoming content as well as our live coin auctions and silver auctions. And we also have live coin roll hunting for silver with me, Raven, on Sunday nights. If you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721-296, Norman, Oklahoma, 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day. Little one in the background.